Hi everybody, this is Carl Hansel, aka Wealth Tool for You, coming to you from the shores of the Jacksonville, Florida, the river that runs through Jacksonville, Florida, the St. Johns River. You know, an interesting fact about this river, it's one of only 7 in the world that flows north. A lot of folks don't know that. Even a lot of folks that live here don't realize the significance of that. Probably the most famous other river that flows north in the world is the Nile in Egypt. At any rate, and I've been there, by the way, so at any rate, I wanted to visit with you this morning and kind of give you a little bit of an update and so forth, and to kind of share with you my backyard here. I live along the river in downtown Jacksonville in a building. And in fact, you can see where I live if you go to my space page, which is at myspace.com/join Carl. That's myspace.com/join Carl, C-A-R-L. And there's a picture there of the building that I live in, and kind of a view of the riverfront here and so forth. And you can kind of see, when you look at the picture that's on there, I'm to the right of the building along the water. So at any rate, just to kind of share that with you. But what I wanted to talk about here this morning was the freedom that you can have from building an online business, and especially an MLM online business. Now, my previous successes, which were in the 80s and the early 90s in MLM, that was before the internet, and that wasn't even online success then. But even in those years, when you were making more money than what it took you to live on, if you had an MLM business that was paying you that kind of money, the freedom that MLM grants you in your life is just, I can't find the words to describe what a joy it is to live your life with those circumstances. And you had to really work hard in those days to do it. And there is no easy, quick way to riches, although it can be done quicker and easier today. You don't have to go through the 10 years of self-development to do the things that I used to do back in those years to be successful. Things like being able to hold hotel meetings, running newspaper ads, interviewing people that called from that ad, and recruiting them into my business. And so you were bound to a local area, whatever newspaper, whatever city you were in. And I did. I worked a lot in my home city here in Jacksonville. But the thing about it is, today in online marketing, using Web 2.0 technology, which you can find out more about that too by going to my space page. And also, you might want to know where you can find out especially about Web 2.0 technology at my other website, which is wealthtool4u.com. That's wealthtool, the number 4, the letter U.com. And you can kind of catch up on what Web 2.0 technology is there. But the important thing I want you to get from this is that today, using that technology, Web 2.0 technology, you're exposed to millions of people instead of thousands. Especially if you went into a city where millions lived, you might see 100 people in a week to interview and recruit. But using Web 2.0 technology today, you literally can expose yourself to millions of people worldwide about your opportunity. Let me adjust this webcam just a little bit. I don't know if the wind is moving it around a little bit, but anyway, because of the exposure that you get to millions and millions of people, and people that will see your videos, just like this one that I'm making right now, and the other ones that I've made previous to this, what you're going to find out is you get exposed to such a large audience that the likelihood of people that can relate to you worldwide is just astronomical. The numbers are just astronomical. And when you put these videos on 30 plus websites, social networking websites, which is part of the Web 2.0 technology, you can literally have thousands and thousands of people per day looking at your videos, deciding that, hey, I kind of like what that guy has to say and how he says it. I think I could work with him. But it's really great, because when you are earning more money than what it takes you to live on, it really gives you tremendous freedom. I think an early goal on here, when you get involved in Web 2.0 technology, no matter what multi-level marketing company you want to work with, whether it's mine or just if you're happy with the one you're in, fine. Use this technology to grow way beyond people that have even been with your company much longer than you have. And you'll be able to grow beyond where they are in just a short period of time. But one of your early goals should be to be able to pay next week's bills with this week's money. And then maybe a goal after that would be able to pay next month's bills with this month's money. And you can kind of see where I'm headed there. Finally, you get so ahead of the game because of the income that you're earning and the freedom that it gives you. And another thing about the freedom of utilizing Web 2.0 technology, you're not bound to your house. Yeah, you got a home-based business, but you don't have to sit in your house all day long and do it. Today, with the wireless networks that they have in a lot of cafes like Starbucks, and there's some other local chains we have here, that where you can go in and sit down and get a cup of coffee or an iced tea and sip on it and pull your computer out and go on the web and do your business. You're not really bound to home anymore. You just have the freedom. Anywhere that you go in the world, you can do this business. So just some thoughts about that. I wanted to kind of pass that by you, and I hope you find that it's helpful to you. And I want you to feel free to call me when you go to MySpace page, which I gave you before, myspace.com/join Carl. My phone number is prominently displayed there on the right-hand side, and you'll be able to call me. I'm a real guy. You can talk to me, and let's talk about your future. And after you educate yourself about Web 2.0 technology at wealthtoolforyou.com, let's talk. And hopefully, if you only have half the success I've had in the past with network marketing, it's going to be phenomenal for you. And I'm looking forward to the new success that I'm going to have now, because I've taken 10 years off from the business. And now I'm ready to go again, and being able to utilize this latest technology is just phenomenal. So I enjoyed visiting with you here this morning. I hope you enjoyed being down here by the river with me. And I hope you have a blessed day, and we'll talk again later. Bye-bye.